War I balong ro I chairman I ba penyat ya ka jingilang ka jongi menta kasmi chwa bangin por skimat ba kongsan nakai ka daw ka bangilawan banyalum akami kamadan menta kasmi kapin pau ka jingai publik kerpang sabaro ki kenhun seng halang Kibala one eye mensim, but one eye jingkersyani, ka HYC, KSU, but kahito. Patunjuro, kipibaro, kipara no hikay SSA, Karpang, kibala ya one, knang, sa kanika peaceful protest. Kabang ka mass rally but mass gathering kabang penlong mentakasngi nangit piyahap jimut bat ngang kadaw kabal penlong ini ban yawan mentakasngi kalong bangim piang yaka statement lani yaka jingkren jong Honorable Education Minister isar lakmen rembui haka Arbu Pratrik jong 9 Oktober Hajar Paway. Kajingkran lani ka statement kabana kalyang jong Education Minister ikren kalong kumne. It is not possible and the reason that the government of Meghalaya as of now is not in position to regularize the SSA teachers as we are totally depending upon the central government to give us fund for payment of salary. Kata kada kabanungkong kabana kaniyang juni ikren. Kabaar iong we are not here to violate anything, but we are here to streamline the education department. Kabalay iong until and unless the government of India releases the fund, we cannot do anything, but we just have to wait. Kabasaw yung, I wish the government of India will sanction maximum fund so that we can clear not only 1 or 2 months, but 4-5 months salary at one go. Kabasan yung, SSA teachers can blame anybody despite knowing the facts. Kumaman ni, piyamanjor niya mag-iwan menta hakani kamadan. Nakadaw ba kalong ba ngipin iya kadak bangipin siya yakan ni ka statement kajong Education Minister. Piyaham niya. Ngam yoseo, piyaham niya. Menta ng pensyay yakan ni ka statement kabala kaliyang jong Education Minister ilakren. May dapat kamat kapanan ko ngayong ba the government of Meghalaya is not in a position to regularize SSA teachers as we are totally depending upon the central government to give us fund for payment of salary of teachers. I want to ask the Education Minister why he as a minister is not aware of the RTE, why he is not aware of the SSA or the RTE norms. Do we have to make him aware or to bring to his notice what is written in the RTE or what is written in the SSA manual or SSA framework? Today I want to bring to the notice of the Honorable Education Minister regarding his statement point number 1 and also to all the citizens of our beautiful state, Meghalaya. As per chapter 5, para 5.8 of the Meghalaya of the framework for implementation of Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan, it is clearly mentioned The recruitment and other service matters of teachers are under the domains of the state government, and the central government is only to provide financial support as per the scheme's norm. It is clearly mentioned here the responsibility to recruit teachers and also the service matter of teachers. It is the duty of the state government, whereas the central government is only to provide a financial support as per the scheme's norm. Here it is clearly written that it is the central government is just to provide financial support. But in the statement of the Honorable Education Minister, he said that the state government cannot regularize the service of the SSA teachers because the government of Meghalaya totally depend from the central government for payment of salary, which is a very irresponsible statement as a minister. And also a statement which don't have any pity to the SSA teachers. Point number 2. The Honorable Minister said we are not here to violate anything, but we are here to streamline the education department. Here I want to mention what provision, what section that the state government has violated. Number 1, regarding the recruitment of teachers. As per the SSA manual and also as per the RTR, SSA teachers should appoint as a regular teachers on the education department. But here in our state of Meghalaya, all the 12,541 SSA teachers are appointed by the school managing committee on contractual basis under the state implementation society, which is the first violation of the SSA norms and the RTE Act. Number 2, according to the letter sent by the Ministry of Human Resource Development, which at present known as the Ministry of Education, Government of India, dated 1st January 2014 to all the states and union territories in India. It is clearly mentioned in the letter, the state should maintain unified teaching cadets and no separate SSA cadets is permissible, as all teachers are ultimately to be born on the state and UT government. Which is clearly mentioned here that there should be no SSA teachers or that all teachers are the government teachers, which is the second violation of the RT norms and the SSA manuals by the government of Meghalaya. Times of SSA and RTR, it is clearly mentioned the salary structure will be determined by the state government. But if we go with the statement of the Honorable Education Minister, he's trying to run away of taking responsibility by blaming the central government. Whereas the norms and the acts say otherwise. It is clearly mentioned that the salary structure will be determined by the state government. Number 4, the SSA norms and the RTR, is clearly mentioned there will be no separate teachers as sanctioned by the central government. Rather, all teachers are ultimately the responsibility of the state government. So all these norms which I have read just now, I want to put a big question mark to the Honorable Education Minister. Are you there enough to come again in front of the media and let us know that you are not violating any of these norms? If you are there enough, I ask the president of the Meghalaya SSA School Association, today I announce an open debate between me and you. Today I announce an open debate between me and the Honorable Education Minister, so that all the SSA teachers in the state of Meghalaya and the citizens of Meghalaya will know what is the fact. In his statement, he's talking about the facts. So this is the facts. We have all the facts and figure with us. So why he's trying to mislead the teachers, in particular and in general, why he's trying to mislead the citizens of Meghalaya. Today I think you agree with me. Honorable Education Minister Lakman Rambui is not fit to hold the portfolio of Education Department. He is not fit to hold the portfolio of the Education Department. If you are agree with me, we will take the first resolution today from the student field that within 2 weeks we will demand from the Honorable Chief Minister to take away the portfolio of education from Education Minister. Are you agree or not? Are you agree or not? So that is the first resolution. I want to send a clear message to the MDA government that within 2 weeks the Honorable Chief Minister should take away the portfolio of Education Department from Lakman Rambui, because he is the responsible Education Minister I have never seen. Point number 3. It is very shameful for all of us, and I think for the entire state of Meghalaya. The statement of the Honorable Education Minister is said, until and unless the government of India releases the fund, we cannot do anything. What a shameful statement. We have elected them as our representative to fight for our rights. If there is something between the center and the state, it is their duty to fight for us. Yes or no? Yes. But his statement here, he mentioned, we cannot do anything. That's why we demand it's better to take away the portfolio of education from him, because he cannot do anything. Also, he added, what we can do is we just have to wait. What a kind of education minister he is. We just have to wait. We have suffered for 162 days till today. I remember when we organized a 2-day mass casual leave, that is on 11 and 12 of October 2021. The government sent us a letter that the state government did not grant us a permission to move ahead with this 2-day mass casual leave because it violates the RTE norms related to the right of the children. We teachers, we are suffering without pay. We are working without pay for 162 days till today. Why we don't have any right? Why the government of Meghalaya trying to ignore the provision and the section which stated specific related the welfare and the benefits of the SSA teachers in the RTE. Number 4, he mentioned, I wish the government of India will sanction maximum funds so that we can clear not only 1 or 2 months but 4 or 5 months salary at one go. He just wished. It seems that he's not doing anything. But just by wishes, everything will be possible. Just by wishes. He thinks that everything will be possible. See, his statement, he mentioned, I wish that the government will sanction maximum funds so that we can clear not only 1 or 2 months, but for 4 to 5 months salary. What a shameful minister. That's why I'm saying, we have never seen such a foolish education minister till today. I also want to inform to all the SSA teachers today, as per the cabinet meeting of the union government, which was held on 4th of August 2021, it is clearly mentioned in that letter that the central government has given its approval for extension of Samagra Shiksha Abhiyan scheme for another 5 years, which will be effective from 1st April 2021 and will be ended on 31st March 2026. The question here is, if we go as per the statement of the Honorable Education Minister that the government cannot regularize or post, what will happen to us, the SSA teachers, after 31st March 2026? Number 2, I want to bring to the notice of the Honorable Education Minister, as per this approval, certain norms has been changed. I want to mention specific related the norms for financial support for SSA teachers' salary. In the first financial year, means in the financial year 2021-22, the central government will send to the state regarding its central share 100%. In the next financial year, that is in the year 2022-23, it will be reduced by 5%. In the next financial year, it will be reduced by 10%. In the next financial years, it will be reduced by 15%. And in next financial years, before the ending of 31st March 2026, it will be reduced by 25%. Now the question here is, if the state government, as mentioned by our Honorable Education Minister, that they totally depend on the central government regarding the fund for payment of SSA teachers' salary, what will happen to us? Because the central government keep on reducing its share. Not only that, I want to bring to the notice of the Honorable Education Minister for his kind information. From the year 2021 onwards, that is from 1st April 2021 onwards, the financial support from the central government will not be as per the sanction post of teachers. That is the norms which was passed earlier. 15,000 for lower primary for 1 teacher, 20,000 for upper primary for 1 teacher will be the financial support from the central government to each and every state. That will not be there. From 1st April 2021 onwards, it will be just a lump sum grant. Central government will not base anymore as per the sanction post. Now the big question mark is, and the big problems which awaited for our state government is, after they receive the fund from the central government, whether they have prepared or not to bond the additional amount. Whether they are prepared or not to bond the additional amount. Because the central government will just send a lump sum grant. Another question I want to ask the Honorable Education Minister, as you have clearly stated that you are waiting the fund from the central government, it means that you know very well that the fund will come. Then why you are afraid? Why you are afraid to take loans from other source and pay off 5 months' salary in advance. And after you receive the fund from the central government, you pay that loan. It is as simple as that. But it seems that even the Honorable Education Minister, as what he mentioned in his another statement, that he wished that the government will sanction maximum fund, it shows that he is also doubtful whether the central government will send the fund or not. If the central government send the fund also, how much the amount will be? He himself being as an education minister, it seemed that he is doubtful. That's why till today, the state government cannot pay a 5 months salary. Now we will come to the statement of the Honorable Chief Minister during his election campaign on 23rd October 2021. In his statement, he said, why the MDA government, led by the NPP, National People's Party, cannot pay the salary of the SSA teachers because 90% of the fund, they depend from the central government and 10% to be borne by the state government. I want to bring to the notice of all the SSA teachers and also to the notice of the citizens of our beloved states. Yes, we also agree with the Honorable Chief Minister that the funding pattern between the central and the state government is 90:10. But there are certain provisions or certain conditions related to the salary matters which the Honorable Education Minister did not mention. It seems that he's trying to hide that part. Because as per the section of the RTR, that is section 7 clause 5, it is clearly mentioned that if by chance the central government cannot send the fund in time, then it is the duty of the state government to bond the fund related for implementation of the RTR or the SSA program from the resource of the state government. So this provision is there. But the statement of the Education Minister, he said that because the number of SSA is very huge, that's 12,541, it is not possible for the state government to bond such a huge amount. Which is a big question mark to all of us. It seems that even the MDA government, under the leadership of Sir Conrad K. Sangma, who is the national president of the National People's Party, they are trying to sideline the issue of the SSA teachers. They are trying to sideline the issue of the SSA teachers. During his election campaign in 2018, he mentioned that if we come in power, vote for us, we will bring the change. Now, this is their change. I think you agree with me. This is their change. Yes or no? Yes. 5 months running 6 months, SSA teachers are without salary. This is a big change what Sir Conrad K. Sangma is talking about and what he had promised during his campaign election in 2018. As announced by our General Secretary, Sir Bingrang Nonglai, on 22nd October 2021, in the General Executive Committee of the Meghalaya SSA School Association Central Body, we have taken a decision related to point number 1, that is to shift us all the existing 12,541 SSA teachers from State Implementation Society to State Education Department on a regular basis as per provision and section of SSA and RTE norms. We will file a case in the High Court related this issue number 1. Why? Because we have evidence with us that it is our right that government should regularize us. As what others have said before me, if other state government in other states they can regularize their SSA teachers, why not in Meghalaya? The norms are the same. The norms are the same for all states across the country. Then why in Meghalaya there is totally difference? That's why we bring and we leave it to you, the SSA teachers, whether you give us the approval or not to file a case in the Meghalaya High Court. After 2 weeks' time, after the state government receive the letter which we will submit to the state government after taking a resolution, number 1 which we have already taken, that is to take away the portfolio of education from Lakman Rumui. Number 2, to implement all our 3 demands in 2 weeks. If they fail to do so, whether you give us the approval or not to file a case in the Meghalaya High Court related to point number 1.
Yes! Yes!
Are you agree or not?
Yes!
Please raise your hands. Are you agree or not?
Yes!
Okay, today I announce after 2 weeks, if the Honorable Chief Minister did not take away the portfolio of Education Department from Sir Lakman Rumui, number 2, if the state government did not fulfill all our 3 demands, then by the end, then after 2 weeks we will file a case in the Meghalaya High Court related our demands of point number 1. You mention them? You mention them? You mention them? Sa sisi nakakasi, yung ang ikum, yarakti kumar. Kenapa dia syai bah? Nada ka state government. Tadi nada Chief Minister Badan Beron yung isa kontrak ke Sangma. Nada im slide now. Yang portfolio Education Department na isa Lakman Rumui Manangkong Kabaar Nadakim penurang ikini kimagcing dawa jungi lightly Kapo atiyaw na do kasi bakin receive Nanikin priyang yakasiti nami Hatin yung katakapor Piya menjor nem Bangin lake Ted jingkang Support Meghalaya High Court Hakabay day But ka issue number 1 Katakalong bantan kendria yang i Baro kita araja sanspa sa huwayot Kinoy kaya SSA Napo State Implementation Society Siapo State Education Department on regular basis Pimenjor niya Pimenjor niya Pimenjor niya Swabangan pengkut Menimen step swabangan 1 sa kanikajing lang. Ngami na ying nakajing isinay ikon yung alay mo. Bali yung buta na malyalamin na din yung hikaya sa si ilok yung araw din yung hikaya sa si. Ikon yung alay mo, menta idon hapde ka sitam.